Victoria's Premier Daniel Andrews has disputed leaked emails suggesting unvaccinated tennis players would be able to compete at next year's Australian Open. The Premier says any decision on allowing players into the country rests with the federal government to approve visas. He's conceded if spectators must be fully vaccinated, then players should be too.
All the people who are watching the tennis at the Australian Open, they're going to be double vaxxed. All the people that work there are going to be double vaxxed. Stands to reason that if you want to get into the country to be part of that tournament,
yes,
then you should be double vaxxed as well.
The leaked emails claim unvaccinated players would be subject to 2 weeks mandatory quarantine and regular testing. The Premier isn't convinced about that.
You try getting into the US or half of Europe, or most of Europe really, so many different parts of Asia, if you haven't been vaccinated. Like, you're just not getting a visa. Or why would that be different here? I don't think it's too much to say if you want one of those visas and you want to come here, then you need to be double vaxxed.
The decision could mean unvaccinated players like Novak Djokovic will be unable to attend the tournament.
No vax, new hope. The world's tennis stars, including the biggest of all, Novak Djokovic, now a chance to get the green light to play in the Australian Open, even without a jab. The Victorian government not ruling it out.
Unvaccinated foreign entrants wouldn't be getting visas. Now, as far as I'm aware, that remains the situation. I don't know whether the Commonwealth have changed that stance or whether there's been discussions between Tennis Australia and the federal government.
But there's a catch, according to leaked emails sent to the players. Non-vax players would face a 14-day quarantine period. Players would have to test negative within 3 days of departing for the Open and then submit to regular tests.
I'm absolutely confident that it'll get resolved over the next 2 or 3 weeks, and the players will have absolute clarity before they have to set off. So I think it's been a little bit mayoed.
Djokovic is yet to reveal if he's been vaccinated, but has been a vocal anti-vaxxer. Victorian Health Minister Martin Foley has his own numbers.
My understanding is something like over 80% of the international circuit players are already vaccinated, and I am confident that we will have the world's best field here in the world's best tennis tournament early next year.
It's full steam ahead for the Open here at Melbourne Park. This is the first vision of a 5,000-seat stadium, a massive addition to the precinct here. The Australian Open always tends to find a way to get it done. Expect all the stars to be here, even though the government today is certainly playing down the significance of the leaked emails. A potential 14-day quarantine will be a deterrent, though, judging by last year's not-so-rave reviews.
3 days hitting, tennis match. My name's Tennis Australia, and I'm so cool!
Mark Stevens, Sky News.